Just a disclaimer, these videos are a collective opinion based on statistics, PvP advantages, and general character abilities. There is no wrong character. If you enjoy a character, then there's nothing wrong with playing it. I implore you all to try out each character I review and form your own opinions on them. And now onto the video. Hello everybody. I know a certain somebody is going to see this notification and hopefully get happy because they've been asking for a few days for me to review the Jetebene, which is how I think you say it. I didn't think I had it, but I did, so my bad. I don't think I've ever played as this character though, so this is all going to be new to me. I'm just going to jump right into the stats. Okay, so this is a tier 4, so I will be kind of hard on the review, but I won't be too crazy. Again, I can't expect too much from lower tiers, but this is a tier 4, so it should be up there. The health is 4,800, that's pretty average. The regen is 7% as well, and that is a pretty decent regen speed. So hopefully that health is kind of evened out. This is a flyer, so I do expect the health to be a little bit lower. Damage is 175 with a 0.8 cooldown. That cooldown is pretty good. That damage is a little on the low side, especially with that weight. It doesn't weigh too much either, so we're gonna have to see how that plays out. We'll probably have to focus on smaller creatures. 3,400 weight for a large character is kind of strange, but we'll see. The growth time is 45 minutes, which isn't too bad. That's about 22 minutes with satiation. This is a carnivore, so getting that satiation might be a little harder, but as a flyer, I can hopefully just dive in, get some food, and go away. That being said, this fly speed seems slow, which is a little concerning. Like, it's not too slow, but it is on the slower side. So that paired with the health might be a little questionable. That sprint speed is really good though. And the stamina is only 90. Yeah, with a 2 regen. So that stamina for flyers, I always want higher stamina because that takeoff to fly consumes stamina. And also this character isn't too fast in the air. So I will probably be sprinting while flying. So that stamina is also a little concerning, especially with that 2 regen. That regen isn't awfully good either, but again, we'll see how that goes. For our passive effects, we have a 1 stack on corrosion that will make our enemies weigh a little less. So hopefully that will help with our damage because our weight is low. We have a 65% block on bleed. That is very good. Oh, and we have a hunker ability, which means when we are strafing, we take reduced damage, but our damage is also reduced. So it's a little 50-50. We have a 1.5 bleed attack. That bleed attack is pretty good with that bite cooldown. And we have diver, so we can dive into the water for a little bit while we're flying and get back out, which might be good, but this character does lack a grab. That's going to be a little interesting. I think diver paired with grab would be great to grab little sea creatures, but I can't be too picky. We have iron stomach. That's always awesome. That means we can eat rotten food. And we have serrated teeth, which means when we inflict bleed, it's going to be harder for the person that is bleeding to heal that bleed up. So that's always good. And we are also an agile swimmer. So this is a flyer that can swim pretty good. It has a dive, it has agile swimmer, so that's awesome. I like that. Now that I'm looking at it, I do notice it kind of looks like a shark, a little robot shark, so that's cool. And for our active abilities, we have an acid breath, which I think inflicts radiation and corrosion. As stated before, corrosion lowers their weight so that we do more damage to them, but I might be wrong about that breath. I'm not completely sure. I haven't used this character. I don't usually use breath attacks, so take this with a grain of salt. From the stats alone, this character looks a little flawed. It looks a little hard to use. At least on paper, this seems more like a character that you kind of pick at people and then like over time kill them because of that corrosion, our low damage, and our swimming ability, but no grab ability. So this is kind of like a giant ankle biter from what I can see. I might be completely wrong though, we'll have to test it out in actual gameplay. But it definitely does seem interesting. Once an ancient shark species, they formed a symbiotic bond with alien nanobots. Over thousands of years of evolution, they fused together to make what is now known as Jetebenes. This genderless species roams the land in search of mysterious energy sources, calling them from hundreds of thousands of miles away. That is a very creative backstory. I do love that. That does explain their swimming and stuff. That's awesome. And it did say genderless, so I don't think... Oh, okay, never mind. It said genderless, but there is a difference between the males and females. The males just have this little stud that looks like a little beard, and I think that's the only difference between the two. I'm going to start with this gameplay, and we'll see how it goes. So immediately starting out, we do not have our wings. It does look cute though. It looks like a little robot shark with legs. I do like that. Oh, there's a mythic going on, so I should be able to grow a little faster. That's awesome. There's a few corpses lying around. I'm gonna go into the water and see how fast I can move around. Oh my goodness, there's so much scary stuff walking around here. And I glow in the dark, so it's like, it's a little scary. There's a lake right here though. Let's see how fast I can swim. Okay, that's not too fast actually. Okay. Okay, no, I lied. This is pretty good. The oxygen bar is great, but your stamina does go down in the water. Your stamina is gonna run out before you run out of oxygen, unfortunately. Oh, I do have wings. What the hey? My wings are in my arms. I'm silly. That's so cool though. You can't see the wings and then they're just tucked in the arms. That's awesome. When you're gliding, that speed is okay. And the multiplier, the sprint multiplier seems pretty good too. I like you so far. Its call sounds like a vacuum cleaner. Wait, hold on. And let me like social distance to turn this up. Okay, listen to this, listen to this. Oh my gosh, guys, stop talking. Okay, listen to this. I can't escape the voice lines. I can't escape them. I'm trying to show this voice line and people keep talking. Okay. Sounds like a vacuum cleaner. Oh, that's so sick. It sounds like a little spaceship. Spaceship vacuum cleaner. The turn speed is also pretty good. Oh, I grew up. Oh my goodness. It doesn't seem like they changed too much through growth stages though. Let's try this dive thing. Oh, oh, dang. Dang. Hold on. I might need to go to the ocean for this. Awesome. That's so cool. What the hey? The little bite thing didn't come up. Did he log? Oh no, he died. I definitely killed him. Is it just me or has this game been super laggy lately? A little too laggy. This little green guy's fighting everybody. Oh my gosh, I keep falling on rocks. I did hit him a few times. I didn't start recording until a little later, but... Why is this game so laggy? Stop. It's been so bad lately. I don't know what's wrong. Oh, nah. What the hey, man? That guy almost killed me. Look at my health. Oh, nah. He's going to finish me off. What the heck? What the heck? They're working together. That's crazy. That's crazy. Dude, what the heck? Why is this game so laggy? I don't understand. I don't want to turn my graphics down. I literally never have an issue. I've never had an issue until lately. I think I'm just going to stay over here till I'm an adult. I didn't get to read the stats, but I think the night vision is good. It's pretty good. There is a little man here. I have found a little man laying on his arms. I have no idea what this is. Oh, a Sarkias. Whoa, I got big feet. I'm a teen now. Again. I'm gonna try to be friends with this guy. He's like a noodle. Look at his little face. I got more movement in my back feet than anything. Little noodle head. Got a noodle neck. Oh my gosh, it's the guy from earlier that was killing me. Go somewhere else. He's aggroing again. Dude, this guy's a menace. I'm so bad at this, I'm so sorry. I can't get him in the air. I can't get him in the air. He's chasing a healer. I'm so bad at air combat. I feel bad. He's gonna come back and kill me, I bet. Why are there a bunch of high tiers coming over here? I don't like that. Again. And he's healing him. What is this server? Get this guy out of here. Okay, this is the adult stage that I couldn't reach on my own. I just don't know who this character would be good at fighting. Oh, there's an oxy. He was running up on me. Oh, Lord. Oh, here comes this guy. Oh my goodness, leave me alone. I would just love to find a body of water. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I can't do anything on this character. I'm not regrowing this character again, so I'm just gonna go straight to review. This is gonna be a short video, so I'm sorry about that. Honestly, I don't like this character. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not a huge fan of this playstyle. It's not enjoyable to me. I like being a heavy hitter, but this is just not that. The damage is low, the weight is low. You need to hit something multiple times for that corrosion to really kick in and help your damage go up. So that paired with its low health makes it kind of not so good in my eyes, at least. I'm sure this is somebody's favorite character, and I don't want to offend anybody, but it's just not something I enjoy. I believe this character with higher health would make it better, or higher weight. I do think 3,400 pounds for a large character is too light. I understand that the corrosion and the breath is supposed to kind of help with that, but it doesn't enough. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this. I'm not gonna lie about that. It's just not my style. Some pros about this character I would say are the growth time. It is 45 minutes, but it's not terrible. That's only about 22 for satiation. Fly sprint multiplier is 30%, so you can fly pretty decently fast. So I'll put that as a yellow pro, because it's also not the best at the same time. The corrosion attacks are good. I do think their stack should be a little bit higher, especially because of this character's health. I just don't think it's enough, really, to compensate for that damage and weight, but I will put that as a plus because that does help. The passive effects in general are very good, especially that diving and agile swimmer. That's very helpful. If I was lucky enough to be close to a body of water, I probably could have escaped a lot of those attacks, but wasn't that fortunate. I was looking for water last time I died, but I wasn't close to any. You know, that can help you in a tight spot. And the breath, of course. Breath attacks are always going to be awesome. Some cons, I would say, are the health. The health is just really low, and usually for a flyer, it's okay to be low because you are a flyer and can escape things, but that flying speed isn't enough to compensate for that low health. And the weight. The weight doesn't help with that health or the damage. There are a few ways to even out this character. You can go about it multiple ways. Upping the damage to make it deadlier, like a glass cannon. Upping the weight to kind of even out that health and damage at the same time. Or upping that health so that you do have more of a chance picking at people with that corrosion. Because with this character, you have to bite multiple times for that to really work and apply and help your damage. So yeah, there's just multiple ways you could go about that. Stamina is a con. I'll put that as a little bit of a con. It's not terrible. It definitely could be worse. It's also not good. That regen also isn't the best. And I'm not sure if I said it already, but the damage is, I think, just a little too low with that weight. I think it should be honestly near the 300s with that weight. And that's just kind of my 2 cents on that. Any character can be a good character in the right hands. And I will say that definitively. If you like this character, you can make this character a good character. But just plain stats wise, this isn't the best. Especially for a tier 4, it just seems very mid. Like, that's the best word I can come up with. I don't really see anything special about this. I wouldn't be scared of it if it started attacking me, as most things. Would I recommend playing this character? Honestly, not really. I don't want to be that person, but not really. If you want to play a flyer, there are smaller flyers that do more damage than the Jetebene does. The strongest and best thing about this character is the passive effects. There are a lot of passive effects to help you, but it's just not the best. I wouldn't use this for PvP in most servers, especially not with the trend right now of characters, the large characters and the other flyers, I just wouldn't pick this over other characters. But again, if you do like this character, you can absolutely play it and make it good, especially with plushies. I do not play these characters with plushies. If you throw on plushies, I'm sure this character can be good. But just baseline, it's kind of disappointing. The design is amazing. I do think it's really cute and awesome, but that weight, the damage, and the health are all bad. And that usually you have one of those be really good to even it out, but it's just not. So that's my 2 cents on it. They tried to even it out with the passive effects, and I think if you have a lot of skill, you can use that to your advantage and make it work. But again, it's just not enough for normal players. Alright, it's time for me to suggest some plushies. I would suggest the Horned Beetlefly for a reduction on the stamina costs for taking off. The Rock plushie will help with your stamina regeneration because the stamina is kind of low. The Stick plushie will help with your max stamina. The Succulent or Lily pad will help with your movement speeds, so that should help that little bit of a sluggish flight speed. I would suggest the Maple Leaflet plushie for a block on injury, because if this character gets slowed down anymore, that will be very bad for it. I will suggest the Coal plushie for a addition to your weight. The Ice Wolf plushie will add some damage onto your character, which I think is what this really needs. The Reindeer plushie will add a little bit to your glide regeneration for your stamina, and it will also help your flight speed, so I suggest that plushie. The Heart Snake plushie will add defensive poison to your character, so people will not want to bite you as much. The Void plushie will increase your damage by 7.5%, but it will take your movement speed down, so that's kind of iffy for this character, because that speed is already a little slow. The Arcane plushie will add a damage boost to your breath, which I didn't use in this video, I didn't get to, but that will help you. And I think that's all for the plushies. A lot of these will focus on damage and weight. Some of them were movement speeds, but I think this character is just really lacking in weight and damage to make up for that health and that speed, or vice versa, speed and health to make up for that damage and weight. So that's kind of what those plushies focus on. This character was added in 2023, so it is on the newer side. It's not too new though. I do hope they will kind of rework it and even those stats out a little bit in the future, because I do like this character. I like the way it looks. I like the idea of it. It's just, personally, I don't think enough yet, without plushies at least. So hopefully in the future they do kind of buff it and rework it a little bit. And I think that is all for the review. I will reiterate this again. Any character can be a good character. If you like a character, play that character. It doesn't matter if it's amazing or if it's bad or if it's just okay, okay? What I say is just based on the stats, based on my opinions, and it doesn't mean that a character just shouldn't be played or should be ignored. Find what suits you. This character just does not suit me, especially because I am not the best at aerial flying, and this is a flyer, so definitely just not my cup of tea on top of everything else. And thank you for watching this video. Thank you for requesting this character. Thank you for everybody that has been requesting characters. I do enjoy it very much. It does mean a lot to me that you guys are interacting with my channel. If you have any light to share on this character, things you think will help it, ways to play it better, any of those things, feel free to comment that down below. Definitely will help me, definitely will help other people looking to play this character. And yeah, I think that's all I can really say. I hope you all have a good day or night. Bye bye!